think the catalyst within me then was the paranoia about something happening to my family. And one day I had a phone call from my wife telling me that the children hadn't come back from the school. And of course, as you can imagine, the paranoia that came inside me, thinking something had happened to them. They'd been taken away by loan sharks because of my addiction. My name's Danny, and I'm here today to tell you about my life and the effects of addiction with gambling. I grew up in a very rough, tough council estate in Scotland. There was no money available in the house. Parents never had any really ambition to have much going for us family-wise in life. So money was always an issue. Also, food was an issue. With us lived our grandfather, who introduced gambling to the house through dog racing was the start. It had an effect on me as a small child, as I was a lover of dogs, and I always wanted to go to the races with my granddad. So at the age of 14, 15, I was taken to the dog races, and that's when I started to learn about money and how money was passed through hands. As a young boy, I was fascinated by the amounts of money that was being passed around and what went on at the dog races. By the time I had reached the age of 18, 19, gambling had become a very serious issue within myself. It was affecting my work patterns, my sleep patterns, relationships that I had with friends and family. Money was the main objective with the gambling. It was never enough. However, I started to realise within myself as a young man that it was mostly ego that the gambling was pulling on. And my ego got so big that I thought I was the number one person inside the bookmakers or inside the casino, and I was untouchable. Everything was going great for me. But slowly it started to deteriorate, and I turned to other things to provide a source for me to gamble, which really brought me to new levels of uppers and downers in life. The uppers were so high and so fantastic, it would be better than any drug I'd ever tried. But the downers were just seriously, seriously bad, where I took bouts of depression, thinking about suicide. And it would change from day to day, sometimes from hour to hour. It was really a manipulative part of my life, gambling. It really did take me to the extremes, inside and out. Again, it was the ego driven by the gambling. I really got to stages about the ages of 20, 22, 23 where I would commit crime. I would tell so many lies, do fraud, anything just to get the money to drive the ego with inside the gambling unit that was obviously inside me. So by the time I was in my mid-30s with a wife and kids, gambling had really took me to bad levels of depression, anxiety, not having the money, having the money. I started to use money lenders for money, which led to a lot of paranoia and depression again within myself. I was scared to leave the house. Online gambling became my focus then. I no longer wanted to go outside and meet with people through paranoia with owing money to money lenders and loan sharks. And I think the catalyst within me then was the paranoia about something happening to my family. And one day I had a phone call from my wife telling me that the children hadn't come back from the school. And of course, as you can imagine, the paranoia that came inside me, thinking something had happened to them. They'd been taken away by loan sharks because of my addiction. Fortunately, the girls had only went to a birthday party that we both didn't know had been arranged by the school. But that was really the kickstart for me to change things within my life. It really was the bullet from the gun that said, that is enough, I need to change this gambling issue. I had tried a lot of programs in my life, nothing seemed to work. I'd been to all types of counsel meetings, one-to-one therapy meetings with psychologists, nothing was working. However, that was the catalyst for me to change when it started to affect my own daughters and my wife. Yeah, so I'm here today to share my story and let people know that there is a light at the tunnel in the darkness, and I hope that my story will help people find a way to overcome their addiction. Thank you very much for listening.
If you feel you need support on any of the issues raised in this video, feel free to contact us today. You can also start your journey to becoming the best version of yourself by downloading the Clear Minds mobile app. When you download the app, you will get a full 7 days free trial, so you can feel the benefits of digital therapy for yourself. Clear Minds has helped millions of people overcome life-limiting conditions and has had thousands of 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. Every member that joins also gets access to our emotional support group, which has over 70,000 daily active users. Clear Minds. We are here to help.